My dad sells masks for 100,000 yuan, yet people queue up because regardless of age, these masks make a woman's skin look 18 again. Masks only last a month, with a 2-mask annual limit. Today, regular customer Auntie Wong visited, insisting on a third despite already hitting her limit this year.
Boss, no matter what, you have to sell me another mask today.
My dad looked at her and asked, "How many masks have you used this year?" "There's over 2, or your face wouldn't be festering like this." Hearing this, Auntie Wang melted.
I did have someone buy me 2 more masks, but please, since I'm an old customer, I'm begging you to sell me 1 more. My husband found himself a mistress again, and if you don't help me, he might actually divorce me.
How is that my problem? You already broke the rules, now get out of here.
10 Dashan, you're just gonna watch me suffer? Do you even have a conscience? Don't think I don't know your secrets. You've got countless women outside, and every time you go on a date with one of them, you get another mask. Who knows what those masks are even made of?
Then Aunt Wang pointed at me and said,
And about Chen Ji, you haven't told him, have you? All those dirty things you did back then? If I hadn't cleaned up your mess, you would have been finished long ago.
"Enough, stop talking."
I'll shut up if you just sell me a mask. This time I'll pay 200,000 for one.
Dad frowned but didn't say anything. He wasn't refusing Aunt Wang out of coldness. He was trying to save her. Using too many of our family masks is lethal. A rich lady once hired an agent for 10 masks in 1 month. She applied them to her entire body, not just her face. At first, the results were amazing, but a year later, she suddenly died, her whole body turning into pus. Sister Wang, you know this too. Our masks can only produce 15 a month, and we're already out of stock.
Then figure out a way to get another one. If you really can't, just go out right now and find a woman. Whatever it takes, just get me one.
Dad's face turned cold and sinister when he heard her speak so bluntly. Oh right, I just remembered, there actually is one left at home. Aunt Wang was thrilled, but Dad was lying. That mask is only made every 2 days, and it's sold out. There are no extras.
That's great. Hurry up and give it to me.
Not right now. You didn't bring enough money. I want 300,000. Go back and get the money together. Aunt Wang nodded, and then handed me a jade bracelet.
Chenji, take it. You're a pitiful child too.
I was completely confused when I heard that. Aunt Wang gently patted my head with sympathy, then left. Dad, should we invite Aunt Xiao Li over? Zhao Li is one of Dad's dates. After every date, he'd always bring a facial mask from the basement. So when Dad agreed to give Aunt Wang another facial mask, I thought he was going on another date. No need to invite her over. I have my own way of getting the facial mask. After Dad said that, he went down to the basement. When he came back up, he was holding a leaf in his hand. Miss, just go buy any facial mask from the street, then crush up the leaf and spread it evenly on the mask. When Aunt Wang comes to pick it up tomorrow, just give it to her. Dad, isn't that basically selling fake goods? What if Aunt Wang finds out? Don't worry. While it's not exactly the real thing, it's not totally fake either. After hearing that, I nodded. Early the next morning, Aunt Wang came to pick up the product. Her hands were already starting to fester, and there was a foul smell coming from her wounds. I handed her the facial mask. Even though the color was different from before, she didn't suspect anything and put the mask directly on her face. I felt uneasy, worried that the mask wouldn't work. 10 minutes later, Aunt Wang took off the mask, and what happened next shocked me. Her wrinkles and festering wounds were gone, and her skin was as smooth and soft as a baby's.
This is just what I wanted. I've finally become young again.
I couldn't believe a knockoff with leaves worked just like the real thing. Aunt Wang, how does this mask feel when you use it?
This is different from previous ones. The effect is clearly better.
Then I stayed silent. 3 days later, Aunt Wang was found dead. She died miserably, her body festering with a small flower growing from her head. Dad, how'd Aunt Wang die? Our family's masks are fatal if overused, but she didn't use many. Was something wrong with that leaf? Please? Suspectingly? What's wrong with that leaf? She probably just slipped and fell by accident. I didn't say anything more to Dad, but I knew for sure he was hiding something from me. Stop overthinking. Get inside and help me move stuff. After that, I went to the bedroom and saw my dad pulling a flower pot out from under the bed. There was a faint smell of blood coming from the pot. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed another small bottle under the bed, its top sealed with a piece of red paper. What are you looking at? Keep staring and I'll gouge your eyes out. As he yelled, I carried the pot downstairs. It was my first time there. The place was filled with flower pots and all looked identical, except for one glowing red. Dad looked at it, absolutely ecstatic. Ha, it finally worked. Rich people have it easy. Even the flowers they grow are superior. That gave me chills, reminding me the flower on Aunt Wang's head was identical. Was Aunt Wang the rich person Dad meant? He then rubbed a facial mask on the petals to soak up the juice. I realized the mask's youth-restoring power came from this flower. Lu Bao Tian, bet you didn't expect this. I can grow these dream mallows too. Dad, who is Lu Bao Kane? That name sounds familiar. Honestly, the flower I grew is the dream mallow. Its juice rejuvenates, but it must absorb a woman's life essence to bloom. Your mother and I didn't know. I only realized after it killed her. That's why I had so many girlfriends, to keep growing them. And what about the leaves? Why can they also make people younger? Dad was stunned, then smiled. The leaves work too, but grinding them is hard and messy for masks, so I don't use them. I was skeptical, but pretended to believe him. Your brother has known this for a long time. I gave him 10 million yuan to live a playboy lifestyle, just to grow more dream sunflowers. 2 days later, my big brother came home with his girlfriend Bing Bing. Unexpectedly, he called us aside and said, "Dad, I don't want to cultivate dream sunflowers anymore. I've fallen in love with Bing Bing. I want to marry her and live an ordinary life." You little bastard. Absolutely bot. Why not? Because you need to help me cultivate more dream sunflowers. If you quit, who's gonna take over for me? Don't ever bring this up again. If you even think about it again, you know what the consequences will be. After dinner, my big brother pulled me into his room. "Xiaoji, do me a favor, and I won't take a single cent of Dad's inheritance in the future." "What favor?" "Just say it. Tell Dad you want to take over the face mask business for me. That way, he won't stop me from marrying Bing Bang." I nodded and agreed, then went to find Dad and told him I wanted to take over the family business. But he immediately held me back. "Who are you? Only your brother inherits the business. Get out now." So I went back to my brother's room. "It's no use. Dad said only you inherit it. We're both his sons, so why can't I inherit it?" "Xiaoji, the truth is, you're not Dad's biological son. You were adopted. That's why he won't let you inherit the family business." I was shocked when I heard that. No wonder you and Dad are both tall and handsome, and I just don't look anything like you two. Since this plan won't work, I'll just have to elope with Bing Bang. Go help me steal the bottle from under Dad's bed, the one with the red paper on top. What's in that bottle? What do you need that for? The bottle contains my birth date and time. Dad bound me and the men kui together. If I don't find 15 women every month for the men kui to drain their energy, he'll turn around and drain mine instead. So how can you break the binding? Find another host for the men kui. Don't worry, I've got a candidate. I'll help steal the bottle if you reveal the men kui's origin. My dad says it was dug up in our hometown. They made a fortune in masks and moved to the city, but it seems more complex than that. To investigate men kui's origins, I bust back to my hometown the next morning. An old man saw me and suddenly looked terrified.
Li Baotian, aren't you supposed to be bid?
Who's Lu Baotian? Wrong person, right?
Sorry, young man, you just look so much like Lu Baochen.
That reminds me, my dad mentioned Lu Baotian. Is he my real father? Sir, how did he die? Any other living relatives?
Li Baotian drowned in an accident 23 years ago. His wife had already passed away a year before he died, leaving behind only a 2-year-old son. That child should be 25 years old now, but no one knows where he is.
After hearing that, it all made sense to me. I just turned 25 this year, so it looks like he really was my biological father.
That's right, kid. You look exactly like Lu Baotian. I have something that belonged to your father at my house. Come with me now and I'll give it to you.
Then the old man and I headed to his place, and I got my father's diary.
Saturday, January 4th. Today is 3 days since my wife died. I know it was all because of that ominous flower. That flower killed her. Monday, December 8th. Chen Deshan found out about the flower. He offered a high price for it, but I refused because that flower is my moneymaker. Wednesday, December 10th. Today, Chen Deshan invited me to go swimming in the river, but he knows I can't swim at all. Isn't he just trying to get me killed? Must be because of that flower again. In a few days, I'll move to the city so he can finally give up on this idea.
The diary ends abruptly here, and I finally know the truth. It must have been Chen Dashan who killed my father, then made it look like he drowned, all just to get Men Kuai. I have to avenge my father. With that thought, I immediately headed home. My older brother saw me and quickly asked, "Xiaojie, where the hell have you been? Where's the bottle I told you to steal?" "Sorry, bro, I was a bit busy today and totally forgot about stealing the bottle." Don't think that just because I asked you to do something, you can forget your place. If you don't steal that bottle today, you'll be sorry. I pretended to be scared and nodded repeatedly. "Bro, here's my plan. Today is the 15th, and Dad is gonna meet a woman in the basement for a date. While they're together, I'll sneak into the bedroom and steal the bottle. But during that time, you need to go out and create an alibi, or else Dad'll definitely blame you." Little bro, he really thought this through. I'll head out right now. After sending my brother off, I went to find Chen Dashan. "Dad, aren't you trying to stop my brother from getting married?" "I have a great idea. That Bing Bing is just an old woman, and my brother is totally bewitched by her. All you have to do is give Bing Bing 5 million, then take her to the basement for a date and let Men Kui drain her energy. Wouldn't that solve everything? Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Let's do it your way." After that, Dad transferred 5 million to Bing Bing, and then they went to the basement together. Seeing this, I immediately called my brother. Bro, something's wrong. I saw Dad forcing Bing Bing into the basement. You need to come back right now. My brother's lovesick. Hearing Bing Bing was in danger, he armed himself and ran to the basement. They fought, and 10 minutes later, it finally went quiet. I ran down and found my brother and Bing Bing dead on the floor. Xiao Jie, thank God you're here. Xiao Qiang attacked me, so I killed him in self-defense. Bing Bing died in the crossfire. It was self-defense. You must testify for me. I can testify for you, but you have to tell me the secret about the leaf. Why did Aunt Wang suddenly die? And why did Menkui start growing out of her head? That leaf is actually a Menkui leaf, but it's also a seed. While it can make people younger, the side effects are huge. The leaf enters the host's body through the pores, then takes root and sprouts inside, just like a seed planted in soil. This flower that glows red is the one that grew out of Aunt Wang's head. So you're saying you killed Aunt Wang on purpose? That's right. She knew too many of my secrets and even tried to use them to threaten me, so I had no choice but to do this. Including the secret that you killed my biological father, right? What? How'd you find out? None of that matters anymore. You have to pay for what you've done. After I finished speaking, I called the police. Chan Daishin also got the punishment he deserved.